Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 1 between Herr Robert and Farid Rommel in the Season 11 Steel Division 2 League. Let's dive right in here to Tannenberg. And on the left, in the red, we have Herr Robert playing one of my personal favorite divisions, 6th Territorial, Corpul Territorial here on Vanguard Income. And on the right, in the blue, we had Farid Rommel playing Festung Dunkirchen on Vanguard Income as well. So for those who don't know, Season 11 has begun. This is Division 1, the top players in the world at the game, and they are playing for the top spot. It is a group setup, playoff, kind of you score points basically to get into playoffs. Each player gets 10 bands of divisions, so there's 20 divisions banned after choosing the map. Player 1 picks a division, player 2 picks division and income, and player 1 once again then picks the income. So diving in here on the left, we have Corpul Territorial, 6th Corpul, Romanian division. My heart goes out to it. A very interesting division with some distinct strengths and some very noticeable weaknesses. So the recon tab, a very strong recon tab with Karadashi and Lunatis, basically snipers out the butt. These were some of the OG, I'm using air quotes, OG sniper divisions before Men of Steel really took it to the next level where every division just got snipers poured on top of them. So yeah, Karadashi really solid, basically a full infantry squad with a Panzerfaust and a sniper rifle, a great unit there. Infantry tab, the highlight of this division along with the recon there. Just some phenomenal Romanian infantry here. We have the Granatieri Kaladi with triple ZB-53 machine guns, light machine guns, do a nice for 20 points, which is very, very cost efficient. Karadashi Moto, which are essentially just better Panzergrens. They have MG42s, they get better submachine guns, they have a better availability curve, so you can bring them in one vet and still get 8 of them in A phase and 16 in B, which is like ridiculously huge. And then the Multi, which are phenomenal, basically Panzergren MG34s with TNT, which is really strong. And then in C phase, you can start bringing some Soviet units, but you also then get the Peonity Assault, which is the double flamer unit, and he's bringing some Strelky DPs in C phase there. In the tank tab, the tough part about this deck is you get no armor in A phase, except for the T-70, which is really weird. He's not bringing that, actually. I almost feel like that's a must-bring for this division, since that's your only armored unit in A phase. But he's not, and after that, it's all T-34, 85, 1944s. You just get tons of... I think you get some 1943 leaders, too, but he's just bringing the 1944s here. Support tab, pretty underwhelming. You do get the Breda gun, which is phenomenal, but other than that, it's just machine guns. No 2K anything, which is quite rough. The AT tab, pretty solid. You get Rashitas, you get Zis-2s, you get 45 mils, Zis-3s, nice mixes, and wait, no, there's no Hetzers. I'm thinking of a different Romanian division. And then Panzer Shreks there. The AA tab, absolutely incredible with the Dubla, one of the best AA pieces in the game. Double 25 mil, actually shreds things out of the sky. Then 88s, and he's actually bringing the 20 mils, which is really weird to me because they're terrible, but he's bringing them. And then the Arty tab, also fantastic with the Romanian 100 mils. These things fire really fast and do phenomenal work, along with the 105s, which are also really solid. And then the air tab, pretty solid. It's not anything amazing. The Potezes are actually quite good fighter bombers. They don't evac, though, unless you click on them after they drop their bombs and click evac. The fighter, BF-109G2, and the AK-9B is actually horrendous. That thing is really bad. I discovered it never kills anything. On the other side, Festung Dunkirchen, a very defensive division that I think we saw Farid play in the 2v2 tournaments we casted a while back. An interesting division with, once again, some big strengths and some noticeable weaknesses. The recon tab is okay. You do get the Yag Commandos, Commandos there, which are really solid, but outside of that, there's really nothing here to talk about. The infantry tab highlighted the division. It's basically phenomenal infantry or trash infantry. There's really no in between in this division. He's bringing the Ersatztruppen. Those are Flakstruppen. I can't see that really says really small. Festung Grenadiers, which are two like chunky, fat, disheartened groups. You have some Grenadiers there. The Jag Pioneer, the KM Jag Pioneer is horrible. That thing's really bad. It's all rifles and a flamer. Like, it's not actually good at CQC. Normal Pioneers, the KM Fjö, which is actually a good leader with some of its own like firepower. The Jagdkampf is the highlight of this infantry tab. These are basically Brandenburgers with a Panzerschreck, which is really good. And then the Stolstrup, I forget which kind these are, Stolstruppen Panzerfaust. So they get some nice little CQC squads there. And then KM Marine Infantry, which are good 20-point filler infantry. Tank tab, super limited, basically just Panzer IV and Stug 3, which, I mean, there are worse tank tabs in the game, but it's still pretty bad. The support tab, pretty solid. IG-33s, IG-18s, and the Kampflet, the long-range autocannon, which is phenomenal. AT tab, you get a Jagd Panther, which is always really fun. Pack 38, Pack 40, and Martyr 3. AA tab is really strong, like Group Toulon, some of the best AA, one of the best AA tabs in the game. Lots of flaks. I don't see any flak 105s, though. Sad face. I think you get some. I don't see any, though. RD tab, okay, it is. I mean, I think there's more to it than this, but he's bringing some heavy and mortars. And then the air tab, just a lot of heavy bombers, not much else, but no fighters here. So diving in to our game here. The other thing, too, with Dunkirchen, you do get some tractions with their flamers, which is really good. But the rest of your infantry are coming in the DMAs, which are very mid transports. There is worse, don't get me wrong, but they're very mid. Sniper does, or the Bredegun takes out the traction there, taking out one of the spare troop. The flamer does get in, but the Granatieri unloaded. Granatieri, I mean, just basically a junky 20-point infantry. I'm kind of surprised he's bringing them. There are better infantry in this deck. I'm just kind of surprised to see it. But it looks like Farid's push here might pay off. Herr Robert deployed pretty light there, but he did deploy pretty heavily onto this road, and he is pushing hard. I mean, in terms of CQC, Herr Robert's deck is a million times better than Dunkirchen, which really does not have great CQC at all. Bredegun opening fire. These do okay at support. I mean, they're not phenomenal for being in the support tab. They are not amazing. They're definitely better AT guns, in my opinion, for killing light armor. But they can pump out a lot of damage. And if he can catch this Martyr 3 out here, that would be pretty huge. With only 30 armor, this Bredegun can absolutely kill that. It claims it can see it. It doesn't look like it, though. Not sure. Oh, he's shooting at the Moti. I'm still really baffled by this Granatieri bringing. He has another carded Granatieri Kaladi, so I don't know why you'd bring these. I guess just because he wanted 12 20-point infantry to fill the map up? That would be my only reasoning as to why he brought that. Jagdkampf versus Moti. Jagdkampf should win, but the Moti are 2-star, and 2-star is better than 1-star. I know. Dropping wisdom here. Everyone calm down. I'm dropping the big tips. Martyr 3 looks like it's going to start popping off on this leader here, unless the Bredegun can get on target of it. Doesn't look like it, though. Alright, what's this going for now? Keeps switching targets. He cannot decide. Kampflet in position here. These things are absolutely, like, so good. Bredegun goes down. Jagd Commando moving in. This is a very good unit. But outside of that, their recon tab really doesn't have anything. So it looks like Farid's going to focus all out on the north here. I mean, Herr Robert has a nice salient going here, but that will get smushed pretty quick. Well, these infantry are now in. The sightlines on Tannenberg are so freaking weird. These guys are clearly in red and green forest, but they're getting spotted and shot at from the edge. Martyr 3 outranging the Bredegun here. Gonna take that out. Yeah, it's got a good HE on it. And now Farid making a push down south. I mean, Festung is a spam division. There's no question about that. You call this division into spam, and then spam some more, and then spam some after that. Corpul really doesn't do that. I mean, its infantry are really strong, but they're 30 points, 35 points, mostly 30 points, other than the Granatieri that he brought in of all types, which are 20. But the rest of them, all the Moti, all the Moto, Karadashi Moto and stuff, they're all 20 points. 30 points. Ugh, sorry. Karadashi, 30 points. And Herr Robert is struggling up here in the beginning, which was obviously going to happen because he has no armor to work with and nothing that fires 2K. Or even 1750, really. Oh, he does have Rashitsa. Why hasn't he brought that in? He could have that thing right here chilling out, just dropping the heat. But currently, 16-8 for Farid with a huge salient in the center with his Jagd Commando, his Jagd Pioneer, blob pushing forward. All right, Herr Robert managing to close that up for the moment. I mean, Herr Robert's throwing a lot of stuff in here to stop this spam. Lon shoots in now. There's just so much spam. Mixed in with a couple really strong units like their Kampflet, that's what makes Festung can be a very tough division to deal with. It's definitely not like a top-tier division. You know, its lack of armor and such can definitely be problematic. its infantry can be overwhelmed quite easily. Yagdkampf getting caught out. That's pretty bad. Okay, you don't want... These are precious. And he brought... Did he bring them both in A? No, he brought one in A and one in B. I was going to say that's not... I would never build it that way. I don't care what income you are. You really shouldn't do that. The Earth conflict getting caught up by Rashitsa. So there is a Rashitsa in, but it's down here, where I would not say is the priority of this gun. Considering this is his only 2K other than the flak, and here is the 88. Granacchetti goes down along with the leader, IG-33, delivering the killing blow there. Redegun trying to hold off everything. I mean, these infantry are in here, and the Landschützen have no chance of winning that fight. The Jagdkommando does have a grenade, so he's definitely dangerous. Granacchetti coming in to basically hold this flag, and that'll bring it back to a 12-12. Now, both players are on Vanguard income here. We have not seen a Vanguard mirror in a very long time. This is definitely an interesting thing to see. Honestly, probably a little more fun than a Maverick mirror, which is just grind. It's just so grindy. Redegun's getting really pushed here to try to basically do everything. Confused how he lost sight of this. But now Herr Robert losing this flag as well. Jagdkommando will beat the Granacchetti. If the multi reacts fast enough, they can go kill the Jagdkommando before it reloads its grenade. That would be the ideal situation here for Herr Robert. But I see no movement yet. Grenade goes off, multi going down, 45 mil going down. These are Kampfleets just so strong. So good. Thank goodness they're not in more divisions, because, my god, they'd be so cracked. Rashitsa trying to hold the whole day down here. It's going to run out of HE shells, though. That's the big issue. And once it does, there's no way of stopping this, like 88 or something like that. Multi goes down, absolutely wiped out here by the IG-33 again. Double Potez coming in, but there is a Flak 43. I'm not sure what Air was hoping here, because this is not just a Flak 36. This is a Flak 43. Although the Potez did get through, killed off the IG-33. It's pretty huge. He's going to lose a Potez, I think, though. Worth it? Maybe? If it doesn't die, then obviously it was worth it. Nope, it did die. Point-wise, absolutely not. Big game-wise, potentially. I mean, there's only 3 IG-33s, and they're definitely a problem. Oh, 60 mil goes down to the Aircomflet. That's bad. Can't be losing 60 mils like that. These things are absolutely tearing Herr Robert apart. Like, it is awful how much damage these things are doing. This Jagdkommando somehow beat these multi without really taking any damage. I'm kind of confused how that happened. Although the Landschützen are all gone, so maybe that's what happened. I'm assuming the Landschützen went in, the multi threw their grenade, then the Jagdkommando came in and threw its grenade. There you go, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Multi did clear out the south, giving Herr Robert this flag. But Farid still on a 13-11, getting a pretty big lead here. And in mirror matches, mirror income matches, the slow bleed is a problem. It's not like, you know, if this was Vanguard on Maverick, Herr Robert would have an opportunity to come blasting back and it would be whatever. But with this situation, not really. Now a Dubla in as well. A lot of AA in for Herr Robert here. The 88, though I'm assuming, was brought in more as a support gun, less as like, oh, I have AA now. Oh, there's that multi. Maybe it never died. Interesting. 81 mortar now in, trying to hit these multi that have been absolutely brick-walling him. He's multi caught out again. I'm really surprised Herr Robert brought both cards of his multi in A. I can't say I fully agree with that. These units are very flexible. I mean, they're honestly more like Panzergrens, but they have a grenade. So, like, when you need CQC, they're tossing. So, really shocking to me personally to see that unit both in A. I like to put one in A and one in C. Like, basically gives you all the long range or close range you can need for the rest of the game. Instead of Strelke DP, which are meh. They're meh at both. Like, they're bad at CQC and they're meh at long range. You know, not one of the worst options, but certainly not lighting the world on fire. It's weird. Weird deck choice in my opinion. That's my opinion, though. It's not always right. In fact, we can argue that it's often wrong. So Sailink going to get pinched back in and bring it back to a 14-10, but Farid's still on the 14. He's still on the tick. And again, I keep thinking like one of these players is on Maverick. I'm not used to both players playing Vanguard. You know, this doesn't get any better for Herr Robert. Although here comes the 100 mil artillery. If he uses that well, that thing can do a ton of damage. Lunatis caught out in the open, spotted the IG-33. Needs to run. Didn't run fast enough. And now it's gone. 100 mil mortar artillery, though, going to go after that IG-33. It's moving, though. Herr Robert, I mean, Farid doing his usual aggression and just moving it out in the open. Doesn't give a crap. Multi getting spotted by this Martyr 3. What an odd line of sight. Towns really do have strange lines of sight. Yeah, these 100 mil artillery are absolutely fantastic. 8 rounds a minute. You bring it in with 1 veterancy, it fires 10, I want to say. It's really strong. With, of course, the radio trait. And truthfully, they're pretty naturally accurate. They're not even like meh without the radio trait. So, Farid looking pretty overwhelming right now. Here's a Panzer IV now as well. We are in B phase, though. So, T-3485s could come in at any point. How many does he have in B? He's got plenty in B. So, I mean, Herr Robert's got him on the clock here. Now, these Peonity Assault will be able to clear out this whole forest. He might even be able to swing all the way back here and capture this one as well. Stolstruppen, I think, have a grenade. I can't remember exactly what they're armed with. Ooh, transport killed there. I don't know what was in it. It does look like it probably had AT or something in it, because why would it be driving off the road if it was an infantry unit? Alright, Peonity Assault, though, should be able to easily clear as far as... Even once these guys get in, as long as these guys haven't taken a ton of damage, they really should be able to beat them. I mean, it's a double flamer unit with actual submachine guns versus a single flamer unit with rifles. I mean, this should not even be a fight. I mean, he's barely holding this out. Kadarashi goes down now to another Urkampflet. 88 now under attack from a mortar. Multi does hold off the Festung Grenadier here. 88 on target now, though. 100 mil artillery now going to go after this 88. I don't know if it has radio or not. I can't really tell. It looks like it might. Can't say for sure, but it looks like it might. I think it's a... What is it? A 1,500 meter ring? Yeah, 1,500 meter. So it should be in range. Kadarashi taking a hit. Oh, yeah. Rashitsa finds the Panzer IV in the town. Nice kill there. Off-map. Ew, gross. Yes, I forgot. Festung Dunkirchen has 2 really strong off-map cards as well. Ugh. Stolstrup do have a grenade. That's what I thought. Otherwise, they would be kind of useless. If they just had a Panzerfaust, that'd be pretty useless. IG-33 went down already. Double Kadarashi squad here. Look at that 100 mil mortar. Absolutely eating up that 88. Kind of saving the day there. And yeah, absolute wrecking. 2 more Peonity Assaults coming through here. So it looks like Herr Robert has decided he needs to capture these 2 flags in the middle. Still 13-11 for Farid. His town position crumbling. Another transport killed here. Oof. T-34 finally in. But it's not shooting the Martyr 3 that I thought it would be shooting because lines of sight. The line of sight tool definitely works. Ooh, Dubla getting hit hard. Yee, that's bad because the 88 doesn't actually really AA very well. It's not a great AA piece. It's definitely not killing things, and half the time it doesn't stop things either. By itself, at least. It's great in conjunction. Leader needs to get out of this building. He's not. T-34 at this range should be able to beat the Panzer IV. This is what T-3045s are for. And there it is. It does kill that. So 2 Panzer IVs down. Definitely positive for Herr Robert, but 2 Jagdkampfs coming in. And not much to stop them. 100 mil mortar under counter battery fire from the mortar? Yeah, I guess. Or it got actually shot by something. Can't say for sure. Martyr 3 has just been, my god, the value on this thing. T-3485 is going to try to end its reign of terror. Does get his first shot in, first hit in. It is double. They're both double star. Martyr 3 fires faster. Should bounce, though, and down the Martyr 3 goes. It's finally defeated. Now the T-3485 can clear out all these infantry. Oh, no, just kidding. He turned off the HE, so it's not clearing out any infantry. Leader goes down. Another off-map coming down. This isn't even like the big boom boom one. But Herr Robert has completely cleared out this far as bringing it back to a 12-12. I mean, this is where Herr Robert can, like, win this game, is pushing hard in the center. And he is going to... Well, I don't know if he is going to keep going. Strogli Komroti, 25 points. Not sure why he brought that leader. I feel like you get at least another card of, like, good... Like, really good Romanian leader. So I'm a little confused by that. Peonity Assault in some sort of complete BS-ery line of sight spot here. Doesn't even make sense. Grenade try to popping out, try to kill that. Not going to put out enough damage, though. Herr Robert holding on. And he's starting to roll back some of these gains by Farid. As some of the trades go his way. There is an 88 coming in for that T-3045. The problem for Farid is there's plenty of these T-3045s. I mean, there are a lot. There are 18 of them. So he's got a lot of those to work through. T-3045 under fire. 88 misses both its first shots. I know that life. T-3045 does not miss, but now gets an easy hit. Looks like that T-3045 going to go down here, and down it goes. Did take some good damage, though. Maybe 410 coming through. Dubla still alive. Redigon just working so hard to keep this whole area together. Now Landshutsen just driving forward. Farid not giving a rip. A Dubla coming in. I don't think we ever saw the second Rashidza, unless it died somewhere without us ever seeing it. Or at least I never saw it. That's more accurate. Tons of Kalarashi coming in. Trying to channel the sniper power. Cam Fuhr here, like I said, a good infantry leader here with double MG34. It's, you know, it puts out a good bit of damage itself. Me personally, I'm never like one super interested in leaders fighting, but hey, when they have to, they gotta. Oh no. Oh my. Oh geez. Oh, fall back, Robert. Oh god, he hasn't seen it. Woo, that was rough. And now he's lost this flag. As Farid continues to keep the screws on. But Peonity Assault making progress here. They'll easily beat this Yag Pioneer, and that flag will go that way then. And if he can shift like 2 of these dudes down this way and clear this out, Herr Robert could be back on it. I don't know where this ZIS-2 is going. It's going over here? Okay. Kind of weird. There's no armor over here, so I'm not sure. Is this just for later? Like he's prepping for armor? I mean, it's Dunkirchen. There's not that much armor. Dubla unloaded in like the furthest corner of the world possible. Okay. This off map, pretty badly placed, honestly. It's not going to do much. Probably will kill the Strelki leader because off map always kills every leader. Yakumondo comes off of its return fire. Kind of weird, actually, because that wastes his nice spotting that he had here. 100 mortar artillery still going to town, trying to kill off these 88s. They're both still alive, though. There's not that much air. Actually, now that I think about it, it's really weird that Herr Robert brought this Yak 9B at all. What does he need it for? The Yag Panther? Is that what he's worried about? That's a lot. That's a whole card of kind of useless planes for one singular unit. Stroking him already died. I told you. They die every time. It doesn't matter. And I know people are going to be like, well, leader squads are usually smaller. It doesn't matter. They always die. Oh, man. Oh, rotten hell off map. Rotten hell. But anyway, Kalarashi Mota getting into the flag successfully. I don't know if they'll survive long standing there, but they have gotten there. Herr Robert bringing it back to a 12-12, but it's a big point gap. And it's not like, and again, it's not like either player's getting an advantage in points. These Stolstruben are still just going to struggle to beat these freaking Peonity Assaults. I mean, if all 3 of them go, then maybe. Because eventually one of them will get a grenade off. Herr Robert seeing his first 13-11 of the game. But it looks like he's about to lose at any moment anyway. To the unstoppable waves of infantry. And actually, his Moti might just die. Stolstrupen died, but the Moti took a lot of damage. Farid back to his 13-11. T-3045. I'm there we go. Finally. I was going to say, I'm absolutely shocked we have not seen a T-3045 up north. Like, that's where I feel like the whole use of them is here. And Peonity Assaults Oh, a grenade did get off. The other one does survive, though. And if he doesn't stay on him, they'll come back again and get another grenade off. Oh my. Oh, geez. Infantry standing out, getting absolutely sliced. Is this two in position for the Martyr 3? Question mark, but can't fire because hill depression. Yeah, this is why nobody puts AT guns in this forest, because this is one gigantic hill, which means none of them can ever shoot off of this stupid thing. They can see, but they can't shoot. I see you. Hello. Is Herr Robert moving it now? He is. Good, good. Force move it. Alright, these units will get overwhelmed, and Herr Robert will lose the 12-12 he's fighting so hard to hold on to. Farid's aggression just really tough to stop. And again, it's aggression with a ton of skill behind it. It's one thing to throw your troops forward just super aggressively. It's another to make these super aggressive pushes, but have the perfect amount of support for them and be pushing somewhere else and using your amazing micro skills to keep those units alive much longer than they should. IG-18 gonna kill off that Hotchkiss pretty quick. T-3045 is key here. It doesn't do a lot of HE damage, but the fact is it's 2k HE and not easily killed by all the weapons here. Pioneer goes down, but the Peonity Assault will die. This one, if it goes one-on-one, it should be able to win both these fights, which Herr Robert desperately needs it to. He just keeps feeding infantry into this little kill box by this singular leader here. Infantry coming in. We are in C phase now. Both players now choked on income. Not Maverick levels of choked, but still pretty close. This poor Moti. T-3045, can it save the day? It doesn't. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Oh, 88s. Why can you never land hits on tanks? We've seen 88s on both sides suck. There we go. Killed something. Alright, both 88s got a kill. Hoorah. They get there eventually. Kadadashi just all over the place, like walking out in the open, getting cut down. Another T-3045 is in now. So these infantry now getting pushed back pretty easily. This is where the Yag Panther would be ideal, but of course it's going to take 3 ticks of income for that, so unlikely. And here, Farid has had enough, understandably. But still on a 13-11 now with this Marine infantry getting into that building there. Definitely unfortunate for Herr Robert. Not that it's like a massive difference, but it's still... He could have really used that missing. Already, this mortar cannot seem to land a hit on this 88. 155 going for the Rashitsa. Run, Rashitsa, run. Rashitsas must live. T-3045 took a hit from the 88. But now it's under a lot of pressure from the other T-3085. The other one's pushing out. They should be able to pick this kill up pretty easily. Will the other one get on target, though? It won't. It might. It will. It hasn't. And now Strelky DP coming in. Ugh. Ooh, IG-18 goes down. 88 is down. And we're back to 12-12. Plenty of time. I mean, he's really got to turn it around. If you consider, again, a lot of these troops that Farid has out aren't actually that good. The ag comps down here are good. Like, his force down here is pretty solid. But, you know, this is mostly meh infantry for the most part. These are conflict, though. Those are annoying. Yeah, he's going to need ammo for these T-3045s at some point. Poor Peonity Assault. Oh, my God. First two Stelstruppen do manage to overwhelm that Peonity Assault. Farid now on a 14-10. And the inexorable push of Farid continues. Not sure about this Strelky coming in here. What is his plan? Just to put more pressure on the flag, I guess? The infantry blob is forced off, but the Erdkampflet still there. Still doing its thing. This is what you should be throwing some arty down on. Go arty the balls out of that thing. 155 counter battering and did successfully kill one of the 100s already. First shot landed right on it. Oh. Oh, that's... Potez returns after a long time sitting out right into the Flak 43. Not like it went anywhere. And it's not like he sent any arty after this, so I'm not sure what Herr Robert was expecting. I'm assuming he just forgot. I'd have to imagine he forgot that that was there. So still 13-11 for Farid. 12 minutes here left for Herr Robert. Now he's lost this flag here. Jagdkampf moving forward, and none of these infantry are going to stop that. Can't say much going well here for Herr Robert. 105 now in. Trying to get the air conflict. I'm surprised he's not trying to get the flak or the mortar that's firing at him. Unity assault moving in. I mean, obviously, Herr Robert does not know the extent to which Farid deployed here. Although, if these Unity assault simultaneously fight and go up this line, they could. I actually think they could kill every single one of these units without dying. If they go at the same time and only fight one-on-one all the way up this row. That's how strong this unit is, and that's how strong double flamers are compared to everything else. I kind of want to see this. The problem is they're not going to fight simultaneously. They cannot 1v1 this entire line, that's for sure. So if he runs this way... Okay, he did run that way. Okay, there's one. Oh, but he still took damage. I forget. The Stealth Troopers are still putting out some okay damage, so maybe I'm being a bit optimistic. Yeah, maybe I'm not, though. I know, but now the Stealth Troopers are moving, so they will start to double team them. Yeah, once they get more than one, then they actually... Well, but they're all bunched up, so they're all moving at the same time, and now they're all going to throw grenades. No, they're not. Just kidding. Oh, there's too much fire. There's too much fire. Oh, man, that's nuts. And now the other ones are pushing forward. What does this 2 see? The Jagdpanther. Oh, it took a side shot. I didn't even see this thing come in. No, it didn't take a side shot. What? Say what? Is this 2 trying so hard? Oh, wait, was that something else? Oh, T-3485 is out of range. T-3485 is trying to find a side shot on this thing. He's fast moving it in. This 2 lost his line of sight, though, so now there goes that flank opportunity. And the Unity assault's absolutely just charred everything in this woods. We will bury them. Oh, is this 2 now spotted by the air conflict? My God, these things have gotten an insane amount of value. The 100 mil successfully counter-battering the 155. These are so freaking good. They just fire so fast. Did the 105 die already? No. Yeah. Yeah, I think it did. Seriously? Wow. Wait, am I missing it completely? The 100 is here, but that's not what was here before. He called in a 105. Huh. Maybe I missaw, but I could have swore he called in a 105. I don't see it any. Oh, there it is. Yep, I was right. Wow. They're getting very lucky on the counter battery. He insta-killed one of those other 100 mils. But now the Unity assaults get cut off. Oh no. Disaster strikes. And Herr Robert was winning this. Like this fight in the middle, I mean. Oh no. Disaster. The loss of that leader to that Bull Larky off map. Sealing the dealer. The current... Oh, the conflict's almost out of ammo. There it is. Finally dead. I'm happy to see him die just from the sheer annoyance of this unit. I know my vein would be... I'd have a small aneurysm going. I'd have like a small rage aneurysm going on. Like unhealthy amount of anger. More Unity assaults coming in. I'm surprised at this point he's not just driving them up to try to reconnect them immediately. And T-3045s did so much work. I'm kind of surprised he wasn't more aggressive about calling more in. Because Trudy Pharaoh was really struggling to kill them. We've seen very few of them die. Except down here, we saw a couple go down to 88s and such. Jag Panther still kind of out of the action, essentially. But now at 15-9 for Farid. Already coming down on the Pianiti Assault. 100 mils going for the 88 and the IG-18. I mean, truthfully, with the Romanian artillery, this really should be a good matchup for them. And also, Festung doesn't really have any, like, aggressive push ability in A phase. So, like, the lack of armor in A is not that deadly. And they actually... Festung can kind of struggle against T-3045s just because they're relying on 88s, and with all the good arty you have, you can counter those pretty easily. Like, you can see how easily these 100 mils are wiping these units out. T-3485 moving forward to try to finish these off before they can get away. IG-18 down. Needs to move up and get the 88. Only 5 minutes left here for Herr Robert. Schalke DP moving in. Still not a fan of having these in C phase. A lot of infantry in here now for Herr Robert. Probably should have just done this earlier in terms of like actually concentrating a lot of troops. He was kind of just sending one unit at a time. He was pulling an attack power and just sending one unit at a time, thinking that was going to solve his problems. Trying to be super efficient, but by doing that, kind of screwing himself over. Counter battery coming down on the 100 mil here. He probably needs to kill that off before he really like opens up on other things. Especially with how lucky Farid's gotten with his artillery. Pianiti Assault, especially 2-on-1, should easily win this. They would win anyway, but they should really, really win. Yeah, this should be an absolute rout. There it is. Herr Robert bring it back to a 12-12. If he can reconnect with these, he can start at 13-11. Yee! What was that? Pack 40? Yeah, there's a lot of Pack 40s. How many does he have? No, just one card in B. He's going to town on this T-3045, which has not seen the Pack 40 over here. APCR getting a pen. No crit, though. But it definitely will go down here any moment. Nope. Gets a shooter killed. Oof. 88 got reloaded. It's starting to blast its mediocre HE. Farid back on a 13-11 again. I don't even know what flag he captured. This one? I assume? I presume? 100 mils countering? They're not. Wow. Herr Robert feeling really strong, but he's lost a lot of arty because of that. Schalke Komoroti going to go down here. Yeah, I don't know. How do you change this game? It's tough because Farid's super aggressive, so calling an arty feels really counterintuitive because you're not adding to the front line. But on the flip side, Festung is so reliant on support weapons. It's so reliant on static support weapons, AA guns, AT pieces, Comfilets, support weapons. Like, it's just so reliant on that. Ooh, Jag Panther kills off that T-3045. You kind of need arty to be doing the thing against them. Like, if you can kill those units, Dunkirchen is really not that good. Like, if you kill off those support weapons and stuff, they don't have much. They really don't. Ooh, the Kadadashimoto unloads just early. I don't know if these would have surrendered. They were pretty far from this other Marine infantry here, so I feel like they probably would have. So a little unfortunate there for Herr Robert. Just kind of like an unfortunate timing. I understand wanting to reload immediately so they don't die in the transport, but that actually ended up screwing him at the end. .88 now under assault. Yeah, same thing again. I feel like if Herr Robert had spent, 5 to 10 minutes of the game, not that there's that much time in the game, but 5 minutes of the game aiming his 100 mils actually at this arty, he could have killed this off pretty easily. Then his units are safe from counter battery, and then you just go to town on every single 88 and every single AA piece, every single Comfilet, and just go at it. You're not going to open the skies up against this division, but you can kill off a lot of their AT and stuff, and then they have a hard time dealing with the T-3045s at that point. Panzer IV goes down. Oh, but trades. Eey. That's when T-3045s suck. If they get traded down to Panzer IVs and stuff, makes Panzer IVs really, really good. when they can trade up to a T-3045. It's like really bad. And Herr Robert really loves this position for the ZIS-2 on the hill. Because that's a new one. The other one I thought died. It definitely was not full health, so it must have died and he brought another one in. 100 mil now aiming at moving targets, which I don't suggest. And this bomber's not going to get through. Like, we already know this. Oh no, the flak is moving. And what? Doesn't see it? What kind of... How did that work? Unfortunately, the only thing the Potez got was a Marine infantry, which seems like an incredibly lackluster target with all these target-rich environment for the bombing. Herr Robert desperately holding back onto a 1410. Gotta respect the guy for holding on and fighting back. Yeah, I don't like the Strelky DP in here. I don't think it's worth being 5 points cheaper for your unit to like be half as good as, say, a Karadashi Moto or a Moti with grenades and such. But Vera just piling on up north now, sensing the absolute weakness here from Herr Robert. Losing those T-3045s that he really can't afford to replace anymore. I mean, I get you're on Vanguard. You need cheaper stuff, but I still don't. You can still buy, 3 Karadashi, you can buy 3 Strelky DP with each tick of income. So, unfortunate there for Herr Robert, but good gain to both players. 36 minutes and 22 seconds. 2,375 to 3,020 kills there. Yeah, tough game there for Herr Robert. I honestly would have given his division the advantage there. T-3045 doing a lot of damage. Again, a lot of damage to T-3045. Yeah, losses. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, this is like early arty. Go after that hard. Look at that. Wow. Off map. Ugh. Go die off map. Jagdpanther did get a fair number of kills actually. But yeah, very exciting game there. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting down on Patreon. Thanks to all my current and past Patreon subscribers. It really helps the channel out quite a lot. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.